Okay, welcome everybody. We'll go ahead and get started today. Let me bring up the announcements. Welcome to the Virtual College Exploration for all Indiana students, sponsored by the Indiana Association for College Admission Counseling and StriveScan. Thanks for joining us today, to the presenter and to the participants here. A few housekeeping announcements before we get started. You can use the Q&A button on your screen to type your questions to our presenters at any time. And your camera and microphone are off, so keep that in mind. The panelists cannot see or hear you. This is just one of our many sessions happening, so be sure to check out the full schedule at inacac.org. And this presentation is being recorded, and it will be available within about a week on the same website, inacac.org. And now I'd like to turn it over to our presenter.
Thank you so much. So I am just going to share my screen real quick. Awesome. So hello, everyone. Thank you so much for taking some time out of your evening to learn a little bit about St. Leo University, located in Tampa Bay, Florida. So my name is Connor Schaeffer. I am one of the assistant directors here at St. Leo University. I am actually a proud alumni of St. Leo. I studied education for my undergrad, and then I did stay for my master's in marketing as well. So I am from New Jersey, so if we have any students that, of course, you guys are all from Indiana. So if you have questions about what it's like to go 1,000 miles away from home, I would be more than happy to answer any of those questions for you. At the bottom of my screen, you will see my contact information. You can either contact me by email or also by phone. To the right is just a fun photo of myself at one of our main entrances on campus at our lion statue. A cool fun fact about our lion statue, it was put on campus a few years back, and actually one of our colors is green. And in certain sunlight, you will see shades of green throughout the statue as well. So it's kind of just a cool tip. So especially out of all years, we want to make sure we stay connected with you all. So this slide is just an opportunity for you guys to get more information about St. Leo. So on the right, it's actually, if you scan the code, it will ask you for additional information about yourself, just so we can keep you informed when it comes to our events on campus, scholarship opportunities, application process, just things you might want to know throughout the process. So I definitely highly recommend, if anyone's watching, please make sure to scan that code on your right. The code on the left is a code to our virtual tour. So even though it's not always the easiest to come down to Florida for a tour, especially now with everything going on, so we do want to make sure our students have an opportunity to kind of get a good feel for what campus is like. So the code on the left will take you to our virtual tour. Now, also, we are physically offering tours on campus right now, where it will be a private tour with just your family and one of our current students. Also, and we'll have more information about this at the end of our presentation, but we do have a virtual open house coming up on November 7th that we would love for you and your family to attend. So what is St. Leo University all about? So we were established in 1889, which actually makes us the oldest Catholic institution in the state of Florida. We're actually the second largest Catholic institution in the country based on our enrollment, serving over 20,000 students across the world. Now, you're going to come to campus and you're going to say, Connor, I do not see 20,000 students walking around this campus. So on our main university campus, we roughly have about 3,000 students, over 300 acres. So it is still a pretty good sized campus, but you're still going to get a smaller school education environment. But when you graduate, you're going to have a larger school networking system, and we also have resources that a larger institution would have as well. So where are those other 17,000 students? They are actually enrolled at about 16 different education centers throughout the country, and also on our online program worldwide. So it's kind of a cool, unique little thing about how St. Leo's structured. Now, at the bottom of your screen, you can see a little bit about our student population. So we have over 100 countries represented at St. Leo, 44 states. We have over 550 international students on our main campus. So one thing that I thought was always cool was you never know who you will be sitting next to in your class. You could be sitting next to someone from California. We've had students from Hawaii, Alaska, Maine, New York, New Jersey. But also what's really cool is we have students that could be from Brazil, Canada. We have a lot of students from Bahamas, England. So you just never know who you're going to meet in our student population. We also are ranked in the top 100 institutions for diversity. So you can tell that we're going to have a pretty diverse campus here on University campus. We are regionally accredited, which basically just means that you can attend St. Leo all the way from an associate's degree to a doctorate program. And then last but not least, we actually currently are ranked #4 in the South for best value. And we actually do rank among some of the other top universities in the South, according to US News and World Reports. So just to kind of give you a little bit of an overview of our campus life. So as a student, I always told my friends, if you are bored at St. Leo, it's truly because you're just not taking advantage of what the university has to offer. So for students, even though we are a Catholic institution, only about 50% of our student population does practice their faith and they are Catholic. The other 50% are a wide range of diverse students that don't necessarily fall under the Catholic religion, but we're welcoming of all cultures and all backgrounds of religion as well. So for students that do want to get involved in their faith, we do actually provide daily mass, so you are able to go to mass daily. We also have things like night prayer, and our campus ministry is very strong on campus. If you are looking to be a student athlete at St. Leo University, we are recognized by the NCAA Division II, and we are part of the Sunshine State Conference. Like I said, if you are looking to be a student athlete at St. Leo, we definitely highly recommend you go on our athletic website, stleolions.com, and fill out a recruiter form. We have over 22 different athletic programs you guys can get involved in, so that's something to look into. Also, we have over 70 clubs and organizations on campus, including Greek life. One cool thing with St. Leo is the fact that we are such a small school that if you do want to add a club or organization we do not have, it's not hard to do so. It's pretty simple. You just need about a handful of students that are interested, and that starts the process right there. One thing that really drew me to St. Leo University coming from out of state was the off-campus trips. When they told me on my tour that I could go to St. Leo and then go on trips to places like Disney World for about $10 to $15, that is all I needed to hear on the student activity side of the house. So St. Leo takes their students on many different trips across the state of Florida. So for example, we, like I just mentioned, bring our students to places like Disney World, Universal, any of the theme parks in the Florida area. So even Busch Gardens is only about 20 minutes down the road from St. Leo. Also, we do a lot of other fun things. So if you're interested in sports, we're actually the exclusive educational partners to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We also bring our students to the Tampa Bay Lightning for hockey, which they just won the Stanley Cup a few weeks ago. And then also we bring our students to the Tampa Bay Rays, who actually just officially are going to the World Series. So if you're into sports, that you're going to have a great opportunity to go see these awesome professional teams. Now, we've also do a lot of other random things. So for example, I've been able to go indoor skydiving. We bring students to our shopping centers around the country. Things like mini golf, bowling. There's just a long list of things that we bring our students off campus for. But we also bring things on campus. So I always say it's never a dull moment on campus. And I say that because there are going to be so many times where you're walking around campus and you see a random pop-up event, or you'll see a rock wall or a blow-up obstacle course. So there's a lot of things to do around campus. It's just something that you kind of sometimes just have to look for it. We also bring concerts on campus. We bring our students to concerts. One thing that I always said as I was looking for schools was monthly bingo. That's something I'll wait till I'm in a retirement home to do. But at St. Leo, the cool thing about our bingo is we're giving away PlayStation, Xboxes, Apple products. I know students in the past have even received flight vouchers. So if you're looking to fly home, that might be a way to help pay for a flight. They do a lot of different things that I personally know I wouldn't want to spend my money on. So if that's something you can win by just going and playing bingo, sign me up. That is something awesome. We also bring different festivals and carnivals on campus as well throughout the whole year that also get to include the community and our families as well. So to the right, you will see the state of Florida with some figures. This is just kind of to give you an idea of where we are located in Florida, because we're not right on the coast, but we're about 30 minutes north from downtown Tampa, and we're about an hour west from Orlando. So we're located in Tampa Bay, but it is still about a 30-minute drive to downtown. We do have an average temperature at St. Leo of 73 degrees. And it's kind of cool. This past year, we were recognized in an article where we actually came in at number 4 in the country for the most beautiful weather on college campuses. So that's something, if you do want to get out of the snow, to not have to worry about putting on your snow boots and your parka or anything, your gloves, definitely St. Leo is a university to look into. I know that was one thing I was excited for, to get out of the Northeast. So living at St. Leo, we are a residential campus, which basically means you will have housing all 4 years on campus. We have 14 different residential halls, so you will have a wide variety of housing to choose from when you're going through the housing processes each year. Students do have the option to have their own room and have a suite all 4 years. For first year students, it is a little bit more limited, where the majority of our first year housing will be more of the traditional community style areas. But once you get to your sophomore year, all of our upperclassmen housing is definitely apartment style. So one thing I was very excited about, I'm actually a twin and my brother attended St. Leo as well. So if I ever referred to him, that was one thing. That's why I should say. So we actually shared a room our first year, and we always shared a room growing up. So I was very excited to have my own room my sophomore through my senior year. When her mom visited, she always felt like she was walking down a hotel hallway. So some of our newer apartment buildings, actually you can see in the top left corner of your screen, the photo, is one of our lobbies of our apartments 5 and 6, which were actually recognized in the top 10 dorms in the nation article last year. So the cool thing about this building is there's numerous things that are cool about it, honestly. The fish tank in the photo was actually featured on the show on Animal Planet Tank, where we had our own episodes. So we had that show come and make us this fish tank. So it was really cool to see how it was created. On the bottom right corner of your screen are our sleeping pods that all students have access to. So this is also currently located in apartments 5 and 6. So basically what it is, it's supposed to be where you're sitting in these chairs for about 20 minutes, and it's supposed to be equivalent to a few hours of sleep. It vibrates, plays music, you can tilt the chair back or forth, just whatever's comfortable for you. So that's something that's kind of cool all of our students have access to. There's also an arcade in this building that a lot of students tend to hang out with. And again, like I said, this is a floor that all students have access to, not just the students living in that residential hall. Also, all of our freshman students are required to have an unlimited meal plan because we want to make sure you're being fed. So we do have our dining hall on campus, and that's one thing that I always, I know one big question is college food. I personally, and I'm not promise, I'm not just saying this because I work for the university, I really like the food. I would have days where I would eat way too much because there were certain things I just wanted to have. Even if it was double the size of the portion, I just wanted to make sure I was eating everything I wanted to eat. So that's definitely something that there are definitely a lot of options. We have from stir fry to our salad bar, Italian, international food. Even if you have a special diet, they do take those recommendations and they'll make you your own meal. Also, one area that I always visited was our ice cream bar on campus, so and frozen yogurt. So that's something I probably honestly had with every single meal. So there's a lot of different food options on campus. We also have our Fuse, which is something else that's another food option, and our Benedict's Coffee House that we just opened last year. So you can see the photos for that at the bottom left corner and the top right corner. So that actually is our coffee house on campus that serves Starbucks products. In the center photo in the bottom is our brand new wellness center that is actually currently being under construction as we speak. So this is going to have a lot of fun amenities for students to take advantage of, and it will be completed for fall 2021. So for any seniors, it will be open for the start of your freshman year. I know one thing I would always, like I mentioned, living with my brother, I would call my mom a lot and complain, to be honest, and just about living with my brother. And one of the things she always said was, Connor, why are you walking around campus at midnight, 1 in the morning? And one thing I always told her is I feel super safe. The campus is very lit and there's campus safety 24/7. We have blue lights all throughout campus. So we actually are the safest campus in the state of Florida. So if your parents or family are concerned about you going so far away from home, there's no need to worry because we are #1 with safety in the state. We're actually also ranked #7 in the country for safety. So this is to give you an idea of what is around St. Leo University. So we have 2 golf courses that one's across the street and one's to our left of campus. We are physically located on a lake, so if you do enjoy doing water sports, if you enjoy fishing, that's something a lot of our students do take advantage of as well. Also, about 15 minutes away, we have one thing that's my weakness, I should say, in this area is going to be the shopping centers and the amount of stores and food around the area. So there is endless options for food and shopping. So about 15 minutes away, we have an outdoor mall, which is called Wiregrass Mall. And then also we have something called the Grove, which is more where you'll find like your TJ Maxx, Ross, Marshalls, those types of stores. And then also just a little bit further down the road, about 25 minutes, we have our Tampa Premium Outlets. So a lot of opportunities in the local area if you just want to go out for an evening. Go a little bit further down the road, about 30 minutes, you're going to hit places like Busch Gardens, downtown Tampa. And about 40 minutes away, 35 to 40 minutes, is Tampa International Airport, where our campus safety actually does have shuttles for holidays and breaks if you need a ride to the airport. We are about an hour away from the Orlando parks. So Disney World, Universal. I know the nicest, I should say, the #1 beach in the country, Clearwater Beach, is actually about a little over an hour, about an hour and 10 minutes. It's definitely doable if you do want to go to a beach trip for the day. That's where I always prefer to go, and also St. Petersburg Beach, which is a little bit further than Clearwater, but Clearwater is actually the #1 beach in the country. So you have easy access to get to that beach as well. And we do trips to there. So there are opportunities you can go with peers from the school or just go through a school trip as well if you're not driving yourself. But speaking of driving, freshmen can have cars on campus, so getting to any of these locations would never be an issue if you do not want to take advantage of our daily shuttles that go to some of these locations as well. So to kind of jump more into the academic side, so St. Leo has over 50 academic programs that you can take advantage of. So I'm not going to go over all of these, but I am going to kind of point out ones that tend to be more the popular majors. So first, starting on the left side, our College of Arts and Sciences. Our biology is probably one of our top programs, any of our biology programs. So if you're looking to do a pre-med track and go to medical school, I highly recommend you look into our biology pre-med program. If you're looking to do something more environmental or I would definitely look into our bioecology program. Staying in the College of Arts and Sciences, we actually are really growing pretty quick in the medical field. So last year we added a major called Medical Humanities, which has a humanities track and also a pre-med track. Brand new this year, we actually have a BS in Health Education and Promotions. And all of these are great foundation programs to lead into our brand new nursing program that just was officially approved. So that's something that we're very excited to start announcing. Also, psychology is another program that seems to be pretty popular within this college. Moving on to our College of Education and Social Services, criminal justice is definitely our top program. We are actually in the top 20 schools in the country for criminal justice. So if you want to participate and major in criminal justice, I highly recommend you think about St. Leo University. And some of the reasons why we do have such a high rated criminal justice program in the country is because we have a crime scene house on campus. So faculty and staff are able to go into there and basically set up different crime scene, or I should say investigations, so students can go in and really understand what it's like to observe a crime scene. Also, we have staff that, and this is kind of across the board, we have staff that have been in the field. You're not getting taught by a teacher's assistant. These faculty actually know the field, they've done it personally, and criminal justice is just another great example of that. We have retired FBI agents, law enforcement officers, lawyers, just a lot of variety in the field. So you're going to be able to talk to these people that might still have those connections in the field. Criminal justice is also really popular for students looking to go into law enforcement because we do actually offer police academy your spring semester of your senior year. So normally you have to get your bachelor's, then you move on and you go to academy. But St. Leo will incorporate that into your 4-year education. So that way, when you graduate your senior year, you're graduating with your degree in criminal justice. And you're also already having your certificate from the academy. So it gives you an upper hand compared to your other peers that might have not attended the same program. I studied education at St. Leo, and this is kind of what one of the things that sold me academically was the amount of internships you're going to have. By the time I graduated, I had 4 different internships in different schools. So they're really gonna, and this is really across the board for majors, they're gonna make sure you're comfortable and confident through internships. So that was one thing that really stuck out to me in the education program. And there will be some, our next slide, I believe, will actually show a little bit more detail of what kind of sticks out with those programs. Last but not least, we have our Tapia College of Business. And of course, a lot of our business programs kind of are equal out across the board, but just some of the ones that tend to stick out. Brand new, we have our digital media influencer under communications major, which is definitely a unique major if you are looking to go more into social media and become an influencer, with that becoming so popular in the world today. Also, a lot of our computer majors, so for example, like cybersecurity, computer science, software engineering, are really growing. And the type of technology that faculty work with students in the classroom, it's unbelievable. I personally like to say I'm tech savvy and I don't even understand what some of these systems are. They have classes like hacking and terrorism, so things like that that really will do kind of keep your interest and really make learning about computers and technology fun. Also, being located in Florida, we have a really strong international hospitality program. A lot of our students do internship at Disney and a lot of the resorts and vacation spots in the local Tampa Bay area. So that again just kind of goes hand in hand with having a lot of opportunity. Last but not least, we do have our sports business program that I always thought it's actually known across the country. We've had faculty that actually have written curriculum and text for sports marketing and management programs throughout the nation that's used in those programs worldwide. So it's kind of cool that that's the kind of professors you will have teaching in sports business, and you'll have great internships, like I mentioned earlier, with such strong professional organizations between the NFL, the NHL, and the MLB in the area. I know that's what my brother studied, and he always tried to have an internship in every different sport. So that's definitely something we recommend taking advantage of. D2R degree program is a brand new program for students that fall on a weighted GPA of 2.0 to 2.3, where we still want you to be able to experience a 4-year university, but you're basically just going to start off working on your associates, and then you're going to apply and complete your bachelor's in for a remainder 2 years. You're also going to be completing this degree for as low as $9,000 for the whole year, and you're still going to be getting a private education while living on campus and experiencing the full college experience. So if you don't want to go to community college first, this is a great option for you. I do highly suggest, because we did just approve this program this past week, that you reach out for additional information and more of the details. So this is just kind of to add on to our hands-on learning. So like I mentioned, we do have our crime scene house that you can see on the right, located on our campus. So it's an actual house. So during the day, it just looks like it's someone could be living there. But if you go inside during a class, you'll see many different layouts of a crime scene. Under the criminal justice and biology tab, I just kind of want to mention, those tend to be some of the jobs that our student population goes to after graduating from St. Leo, just to kind of give you a little bit of an idea what you can do with those majors. Education, we do have a virtual classroom, which I was able to utilize my senior year. And I'm going to be honest, it does have its moments that you're like, what the heck is happening? It's kind of creepy, but what's cool about it is that you're standing just kind of like you're on a Zoom call, but you're in front of a TV with a webcam, and these avatars are interacting with you. They'll say, for example, like, Connor, what's that building behind you? I see it has a red roof, and you're just standing there and you're like, what the heck is going on? I don't understand how you know that. Well, there are actual individuals on the other side of this system that are doing different personalities for these students to make sure they're giving you a realistic way to interact in the classroom. But what's cool about this is it gives you the opportunity, and I know I had to do this numerous times, where I had to stop for 1 second turn to my professor and say, I don't know what else to do in this situation. I am stuck. What should I do? So it allows you to stop the classroom, but it gives you a really realistic way to feel prepared going out into your internships or just have a little bit more practice in front of students. And that you can change the difficulty, kind of give different curves for different learnings and behaviors. So it really is a cool system and technology that our students are able to utilize. For biology, any of the medical fields will utilize this tool. So we have our biology entomology table, which I kind of like to describe it as almost like a smart board, but a table version. So basically what it is, it can scan different corpses into the system. As you can see, it looks like that professor is using a skeleton, but it can be anything about organs, your nervous system. It could also, I've heard it's had corpse with a bullet wound or a hip replacement. And it's kind of cool because it's a 3D model that you can turn, and it really does give students an understanding of the human body before, in only their undergrad, before they go off to medical school and perform surgeries in their residency. So it's kind of cool you can do it through the technology where you can press the back button. So some of these are just examples of the different technology you can expect in the classroom at St. Leo. I know with these specific majors, our education, criminal justice, and biology programs, if you ever want to Google these programs on YouTube and at St. Leo, they actually do have overviews and kind of give you a little bit more of information and visuals of this technology in the classroom. So these are the accelerated programs that I was talking about earlier. So if you do want to save 2 years of tuition in your undergrad and graduate degree, and you want to get ahead of your peers with your education, you can get 2 degrees in 4 years at St. Leo. So we do have a couple different 3+1 programs where you basically get your undergrad for 3 years, and then you add a master's on for 1 year. So like I said, this does save you 2 years of tuition, which is pretty awesome. I know if anywhere that you can save money, that's always a good thing. We also have, and this is really unique for students looking to go to law school, we have our 3+3 accelerated program for law. So basically, you can major in anything. These 4 majors listed under that program tend to be more popular, where you just get to also add on a legal studies minor. What's cool about this program is we do have a partnership with Barry University down in Miami, and also we have a partnership with Florida State University up in Tallahassee. Unfortunately, you still do have to take the LSAT, but the cool thing about this program is basically these professors are going to be walking with you throughout the way to make sure you're on track to get into these law programs. So that's just kind of something cool that you'll get extra support being a part of this program. Now, our accelerated programs do require certain qualifications. So you do have to have a 3.5 unweighted GPA. This year, we do understand that with everything going on with the pandemic, it's kind of hard to sometimes take your SAT or ACT. So there are other ways that we can definitely communicate with you on how to apply to these programs. At the bottom just is kind of an overview of what different college credit we will take. We do take up to a year of credits, so about 60 credits that you can transfer into St. Leo. So this is just an estimated yearly cost of attendance. So compared to other universities we tend to compete with, specifically in size, our tuition is about half the cost of those universities. So our tuition is going to be a flat rate of, we'll say, 24,000 if you take 12 credits all the way up to 18 credits. Total cost after room, board, fees, and everything, it normally comes out to about $36,550. But on the flip side, what's cool, and I attended St. Leo from out of state because of the scholarships they presented. It was very affordable after that. So we do have different merit scholarships, and all of our students will receive merit scholarships if you're admitted into one of our bachelor degree programs. So you can earn all the way up to $14,000. What's cool brand new this year is our Catholic Promise Scholarship used to just be for students in the state of Florida, and we were able to extend it nationwide. So if you, let's say, get a presidential scholarship and you attend a Catholic high school and graduate from that high school, you'll receive $3,000 extra. So basically, that is already $17,000. Now, we also offer more opportunity for scholarship. There are micro scholarships, which you can earn by attending an open house, admitted students day, submitting your FAFSA before January 15th with St. Leo, and then also taking our placement exams if you commit to St. Leo before June 15th. So there are a lot of opportunities for scholarship. On the right side, if anyone is a current transfer student, we also offer transfer scholarships as well. And something cool to kind of go back to that D2R program, if you are in one of the associate programs, we have a 50% off tuition for students with an associate degree. So even though you're already taking classes at St. Leo University, you'll have your associate degree. So when you reapply to be admitted into a bachelor's program, you'll already automatically get 50% off your tuition. So this is just a generic financial aid page. We just want to encourage all of our students and any student out there to file FAFSA because you never know what extra institutional aid that school will be able to provide. So at St. Leo, that is one thing we definitely want to provide our students. For our out-of-state students, you're going to get things like the federal Pell Grant, the Florida SC or federal SCOG grant. We do have a very strong military background. So if any student family has VA benefits, we're actually, I believe, #1 in the country working with military. So that's definitely something we encourage you to look into, and we would work with you to make sure we can take advantage of helping you use your VA benefits and things like that. Also, we have federal work studies. So that's something I always say, if you want to work on campus, we have plenty of jobs. You just have to make sure you apply for them. So that was one thing with me. St. Leo was able to give a lot of additional institutional aid based off the need. So that's one thing we always encourage students to submit your FAFSA. Even if you don't think you're going to get much out of it, every little amount could help. So that's something we always recommend you doing. So here at St. Leo, we have many different options to make sure you're successful throughout your 4 years. So all of our students for the first 2 years at St. Leo will have your own student success coach. And what does the success coach do? They are there to make sure you're successful, exactly what it's called. So they're going to be the ones helping you schedule classes. If you're having any issues with a faculty member or your classes, they'll be the individual to reach out to. If you're not even attending class, they will have an RA going to your room and knocking on your door and asking, what's up? Do you need anything? Is everything okay? Your success coach wants to see you. I know I had to do that when I was an RA, and that's one thing that we really will not let our students slip if anything, if they're going through anything that might cause a slip in their grades. So we will make sure that we are helping you with everything we can in order for you to succeed. Also, of course, you will have your academic advisor for your junior and senior year that will help you academically. Career services is something that has improved dramatically over the last few years. So we actually have our career services this year, they're doing it virtually, but usually they bring different companies onto campus for networking events. And as you can see at the bottom, it's just some of our figures. So we have over 5,000 available internship and job postings. And we are partnered with over 500 employers around the area and the country. So we definitely have a pretty strong networking system when it comes to making sure students have internships and jobs. Also, I know sometimes students might feel a little homesick or just need to go through, you're going through a funk and you need to talk to someone. We do have our counseling service on campus with our health center if you do need to get checked out by a nurse or doctor. If you do need any accommodations, we definitely recommend you going through the accessibility services, and this could be academically or living as well. And then last but not least, we do have our Center for Global Engagement. So like I mentioned earlier in the presentation, St. Leo is a very strong international population. So if you're looking to study abroad, we definitely highly recommend taking a visit to our Center of Global Engagement because the possibilities to study abroad are endless. So a lot of our students over the last few years have really shown an interest in studying abroad at places like Italy and South Korea. So there are many different ways. We always say we can get you there. Just let us know so we can make sure we have that partnership. And just kind of a fun fact at the bottom, 95% of students would recommend St. Leo to a peer or friend. So the admissions process. So it's a very simplified admissions process. You can apply to St. Leo for free through our website, stleo.edu, which we do recommend because it is a little bit easier. But we also are on the Common Application. So for a first time in college student, we just need your application and an official transcript from your high school. We don't need a letter of recommendation. We are also test optional. We've been test optional. So if anyone out there is a freshman, sophomore, junior, and you're worried if we're going to be test optional when you come around, we still will be test optional for when you apply. So these are just some virtual events that we do recommend students trying to attend. So we do have daily presentations out of our admissions office. So very similar to ones like today, but it will also be with someone live. So if you weren't able to watch today's presentation live, you will be able to speak with someone live through that presentation as well. Also, we have some other cool time slots. So for example, on Tuesday, we have different campus highlighted tours that you'll be able to see. Also, we have application workshops. So if anyone is looking to get a little bit of help on their application, we definitely recommend you attending one of those time slots. Also, we have on Fridays our financial aid presentation. So if anyone is having trouble and wants more information about financial aid, definitely feel free to meet with our financial aid team. Everyone at St. Leo does have a financial aid advisor, so they will be there throughout your 4 years to help guide you in making smart decisions when it comes to your education and your finances. We also do keep an, I should say, keep an eye out because we do FAFSA nights that I believe are every other Thursday. So if you need help, and I know even if you don't know if St. Leo's an option for you, having someone to help you work through that FAFSA process. I know I relied on my mother way too much for that process. So if you are doing it in yourself and you feel like you just need a little support, or even your family just needs more support with your FAFSA, please make sure to definitely register for one of those events because we would love to help you figure out that part of the process. You can register for any of those events scanning the code on the bottom right screen. Or I should say the bottom corner of your screen on the right. So that will take you to any of these event registration forms. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have our virtual open house, which is actually on November 7th from 10 to 2 p.m. So this is going to be a great opportunity. If you watch this presentation and you feel as if you want a little bit more information, I definitely highly recommend you attending that event. There will be different things like residence life, student activities. You'll be able to talk to professors that you might have some major questions. Also, with that being said, you'll also hear from campus leadership. So that's always something interesting to hear. And you'll get to talk to us again. So that's something that we definitely recommend you signing up for. You can sign up scanning the code on the top right of your screen or on stleo.edu. In the top right corner of the screen, there will be a schedule a visit tab you can click on. There also will be micro scholarships. Like I mentioned, one of those micro scholarships is a $250 micro scholarship, and all you need to do is attend the event and apply. And if you already applied, then you automatically will get that micro scholarship for attending the event. Again, I just wanted to have this slide come up. If anyone watching does want to request more information still about events and scholarships, you can scan the code on the right side. And to visit our virtual tour, you can scan the code on the left side. Here is my contact information. Again, my name is Connor Schaeffer. You can reach me by email, connor.schaeffer02@stleo.edu. If for any reason I am not available or it's a day, 48 hours, and you're like, where is Connor? Please feel free to email our admissions@stleo.edu email because someone is looking at that 24/7. Also, you can call me. My direct line is 352-588-8698. Again, thank you everyone for taking some time out of your evening. If you do have any additional questions, like I said, please feel free to reach out by phone or email. If anyone wants more information about any of the specific majors that were listed, or you're curious if we do have a major, please don't hesitate to reach out. We actually do have fast fact programs in our office that I can send you. It has a breakdown of the curriculum, so you'll know a pretty strong idea of the type of courses you'll be taking in that major. And also it does have the faculty information, and our faculty love talking to prospective students. So I really had a great experience and coming to St. Leo from out of state. So if there's anything I could ever help you with, please make sure to reach out so I can make this process as stress-free as possible. But thank you again so much for taking some time to learn about St. Leo University located in Tampa Bay, Florida. And I can't wait to work with you all in the future. So thank you so much.
Thank you and great job. And thank you to everyone who joined us tonight for the session. Just a few notes as we end our session tonight. After you close the window, there'll be a very quick 4-question survey. Please take that as that helps for planning for the future. Feel free to sign up for more sessions. You can find the schedule at inacac.org at the website listed on the screen. And the recording of this session will be available within about a week. So be sure to check that out if you want to share it with others or if you want to watch again. And thanks again and have a good night.
Bye, everyone.